Hello, everyone, and welcome to Got Thrones, a Game of Thrones podcast. I'm Johnny Kolasinski, and with me, as ever, is Alexandra August.
Hello, everyone. No connection to the Meghan Markle brand.
I don't get that reference, and I'm looking forward to looking it up in 15 minutes. This is your crash course into House of the Dragon Season 1. We're covering everything you need to know before Season 3, so you don't have to watch it again or for the first time. This week, we are covering the third episode of Season 1, Second of His Name. And yeah, let's get right into it as soon as Alexandra tells you where you can find us.
Oh my gosh, guys, you can find us wherever you get your podcast, which is hopefully how you're listening to us now. But you can also find us on socials at Got Thrones on Instagram, at Got_Thrones on TikTok, and at Got Thrones Podcast on YouTube. We're bumping, grinding, and getting out. We're so funny. Yeah, you should follow us. It's a great time.
Also, in response to your text from Thursday, Alexandra, you can also probably find us on Threads soon because yes, I'll take that on.
Yes, guys, I simply did not have the beans to do threads, but you mentioned last week, you boys on threads, and I think
Fail Fridays are going to be lit, fam. I
ayo!
don't think I've ever said fam in my life before, but in the
And
club.
Claire.
So we like to open our discussions of House of the Dragon with what we call a challenge of the seven, where we describe the episode in 7 sentences that we have not shared with the other party. You won last week, not that it's a competition, Alexandra. So would you like to bring us in?
I sure would. I sure would. Okay, yeah, it's season 1, episode 3 of House of the Dragon, second of his name, 3 years after our previous episode. And sentence number 1, new stepmom arrives. Dad clearly loves his new kids more than his old ones, and OG daughter is really upset. Progressive uncle allies with problematic uncle because the only way we're making it through this is with bipartisan support. But it turns out ICE was not trained for this kind of tactical environment, so nothing's going well. Number 3, problematic uncle finally does his job. Number 4, Red Fair weekend! And everybody and then we get to meet Jason Lannister. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Number 5, there's a white deer and the king gets very drunk. Number 6, there's more than one high tower. There are 2 high towers, and they think that the original daughter should marry one of her new half brothers because that's going to be great for them. And then there's a really cool battle, and yeah, and we lose a Lord Admiral.
Yeah, we lose Lord Admiral, Viceroy, Senator,
Drahar,
Master of the Ball, Drahar.
the Crab King.
Crap King.
Yeah. Sorry, not my best work, but it's just a lot that happens. But my favorite part's Jason Lannister.
I just wanted to write 7 sentences on Jason Lannister, and I should have, but I didn't. All right. Mrs. Viserys had a baby when no one was paying attention, and so now everyone has to show up to the birthday party. This episode is a John Hughes movie, so Rhaenyra meets and then spurns a frat bro at a party, and then sneaks off with the cool owner. In a metaphor for the patriarchy, a fat pig shows up and ruins everything. Much like Aegon Jr., who, according to what Viserys tells Rhaenyra, will ruin everything. Meanwhile, in the Stepstones, things are going poorly, and in a non-metaphor for the patriarchy, Daemon would rather die than ask for help. But also, in a non-metaphor for the patriarchy, he just kind of shows up and wins everything. And sentence 7, Jason Lannister, period.
You're welcome, audience. Do you remember what happened now?
I do.
Just to make sure that we can tie the whole room together, let's check in on our tracking boards just to see,
Yeah, let's go to the board.
Yeah, overall, what exactly happened? Where are we at in terms of Viserys decomp status?
So we didn't see any active, pustules or oozing things, but he was incapable of killing the boar at the first move. So I don't know if that's because, he's falling apart or a metaphor for his rule, which falls apart, or if he's, just this guy.
He's just a man. He's just a
Yeah.
man. And then we got in terms of, like, characters introduced, I think this was a good episode, and we've covered a pretty wide spectrum in terms of, like, male archetypes. Johnny, do
Yes.
you wanna talk about our new favorite person?
So we met the boar. And oh, no, you met Jason Lannister, didn't you?
I did mean Jason Lannister, who I hope
Jason
spells it with a
Lannister.
Y. Tell me he spell I don't wanna
Ugh,
see it on the credits, I want him to spell it with a Y.
it's Jacyn.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Like,
I will be here taking no
uh,
questions of this.
he's
Jaecyn.
yes, Jaecyn. Number one, he's a twin,
Yes, he is.
obs,
I forgot about that.
uh, and he's the cool twin.
Yeah, the nerdy twin's name is Thailand. Thailand. He's never been on a date.
Yeah,
Never been on a
yeah.
date.
I think that again, if this episode were a full season, we could have seen Thailand Cyrano de Bergeracing Jason Lannister.
Spinoff.
Um,
I want a Lannister spinoff, and I want it to be the OC.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, so that's and then we were also introduced to yeah, if you have seen the movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the like early
We
90s
basically met.
classic. You kind of might have like we said like I'm taking Thailand out of this equation, but like Jason Lannister and Larry Strong are very much the Arnold Schwarzenegger Danny DeVito mashup that is that movie, which you should definitely watch if you haven't. Um
I'm going to have a lot to say about Larry Strong over the course of this next season, and disability representation, and
mm,
how, oh, wait, this is a guy with a visible disability. Obviously, he's going to be a conniving bastard.
yeah, very good
Like,
point. It's a tired trope.
yeah.
Also, because it
It,
like it eliminates the possibility of a good-looking man being a sinister piece of shit, and that representation matters.
yes, yes.
And then Laris introduces himself. He's not necessarily conniving off the bat so much as he's kind of like, this is the only place for me to exist, so I shall sit with the women. Yep. Yeah, and then the episode is a lot about marriage, but nobody gets married in this episode, but Rhaenyra gets proposed to within like
Hmm.
90 seconds of meeting a dude, which she does not enjoy, no shit. And eventually that is sort of the spark her autonomy and her independence and the fact that like all of her pillars of stability are like kind of like visible but still very shaky. Like her father is there and says that she's going to keep her birthright, but you know the doubts that Renice have sowed into her mind and also just what she's seeing in front of her and what she's learning of politics as they happen around her really makes her nervous and unstable. And so after meeting Jason, she like runs into the woods and hangs out with Kristen and then comes back, and she and her father eventually work out that she can choose her own consort, that she does need to get married, and she's like, fucking fine, fine, I'll get married if I must. It sucks by all accounts, but I'll do it. And he's like, okay, fine, you can choose who you marry. Get out of my
Hmm.
office. Which again, making good decisions. He's like, yeah, yeah, get
Yeah.
out of my office. Get out of my
I,
office.
I I just figured out who Viserys is for me. He's Larry Miller in 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, like you're going to be your own person, and I have to learn to accept that.
Yeah, he really
Like,
is a great modern dad. Like,
yeah,
truly, as modern dads go,
unfortunately,
unfortunately.
he is not a dad in modern times.
No, he is not.
Uh,
No, he's not.
we are shelving the most valuable parenting for a minute because it's always been Viserys.
And I'm hard pressed, other than just like watching his steady decomp, I'm hard pressed to be super disappointed with most of his decisions here. I'm just really just, it's more the people he surrounds himself with.
As far as who dies, going back to the board, we really only had two important deaths. Thank you, Alexandra, for your notes. Uh, Number one, of course, is Piggy. Our actual death is the crab feeder.
Yes.
It is Prince Admiral Viceroy Senator Prom King
Craigus.
Drahar.
Drahar.
Drake, yeah,
TM.
Craigus.
Drahar perfume. Which is why you don't be a political pawn. There was a really funny scene in the beginning of this episode where beginning of this episode or the end of last episode where the crab feeders tied up a guy and the guy's Westeros. He's like, "Oh, they're gonna come and get you. You're gonna don't tie me up, don't kill me, please. This is awful. Don't do it." And then all of a sudden he sees a dragon and he's like, "Fuck you, bye. You're so dead. You're so dead." And he's like, "Bye." And then he's like, "Prince David, come save me." And then the dragon just steps on him.
Just like, yeah, like literally, like
The most fun this
we
show is.
just see the dragon foot.
Yep, yep. Just in case. And
Yeah,
we're
that
also
was this episode.
that was really fun. Also, like, I think basically at no point in this episode is Damon doing anything for the service of the realm. At no point at all is he doing it. The only time he manages to like get off his dragon and put himself at risk is when his brother might come in and like save things too much for him. So, in case we had any admiration for Damon, like I kind of did after that last battle scene, which was pretty dope.
Yeah, he's literally a don't help me. I'm just going to break everything instead.
Yep.
He would literally die rather than ask for help.
And also, like, to be fair, Damon did do a lot of the work. He cut off the head of the snake, which is great, but the Valyrians did the rest of it. And they were the
Mhm.
ones who kind of finished that entire battle. And so if we want to make another comparison to ICE or the current political situation, there's something, I don't know that it's a great strategy to just go in and be big and then not have a follow through because it feels like you need that.
Right. In this situation, it worked out.
I was a flat circle. So who's your? I have a feeling I know who your Queen of Love and Beauty is, but I want to hear you say it.
It's Jason.
So is mine.
Not because he deserved it, but because he kind of got voted prom king because he was the attractive quarterback with long hair.
You are exactly right. Like this man has never in his life faced any kind of consequence except for being too handsome. And it was the most perfectly sculpted, beautiful douche I have ever seen on this show. Because douchebags don't last super long. Like, look at Samwell Tarly's brother, 2 episodes. Like, you can't be hot and stupid in Game of Thrones. You simply, Renly Baratheon. It just doesn't
Hmm.
work. And Jason Lannister, for a brief shining moment, got to be stupid and hot and completely fucking oblivious. And it didn't kill him in 5 minutes. And I am grateful for that.
My possibly favorite moment in the episode is the Rhaenyra walks off and after handing him the wine, and he just tosses it into the ground because he knows that it's shitty wine.
Ugh. The wine was the point. God. It's like he just simply
Like,
does not understand why it would not be the best news she'd ever received in her entire life that she would get the pleasure of marrying him and get to like go hang at Casterly Rock, which is absolutely taller than the Wall, and which I would like to again, said it last week, said it now. I would like to fucking fact check that because I don't believe it. I don't even know that it's higher than the Veil. Get me Larsa Aaron over here. Like give me Lysa Aaron out here and we're gonna compare notes. Cause I'm not buying it. I do buy that the Lannisters would inflate their wealth. I do buy that the Lannisters would inflate the value of their wealth.
yeah.
Falsely.
The Lannisters are the only people in Westeros with a PR team.
And to be honest, it does them a lot of good. I will say
It
that.
does. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Folks, that was it. That was your crash course in episode 3 of season 1 of House of the Dragon, second of his name. Johnny, are we gonna be back with more of these?
We are. I'm
Couldn't tell you
actually
when they were gonna be
surprised
released.
before June.
Yes.
I'm surprised at how much I'm liking as much as I bitch. I'm surprised at how much I'm liking the season so far on this rewatch.
It
So,
just took waiting 4
yeah,
years.
we'll be back.
We'll be back. Have fun, guys. Talk to you soon.